Test on one day. India, England, Australia. What a player! What a player! What a player!
Welcome to yet another episode of What a Player, a concussion sub-series where we give you fantasy tips. Today we are giving you fantasy tips for West Indies versus Australia, third T20I. The series is 2-0. West Indies are 2-0 up in the series, and this is a must-win game for Australia. So, what do you think are Australia's chances, Akash?
I think we can expect a fight back here, considering that the batting was the one which let down Australia on both the occasions. We're expecting Finch to lead from the front and get a fight back from Australian side. It's not a full strength Australia side, but at least it's good enough to at least win one match. So considering that they've already lost two matches, we're hoping that the third match will be going to Australia and the series will be an entertaining one.
Yeah, it's definitely advantage West Indies. They just need to win one out of the next three matches, but they would want to continue the winning momentum. So let's straight away jump into the fantasy.
If you look at the lineup out here, we have picked 6 West Indies players, but we are still backing Australia to chase and maybe win the third match out here. That's the reason we have picked Finch as the vice captain, expecting that he's going to come good. Let's look into the keeper here. It's going to be Matthew Wade. He opens the batting, and he's a good performer in a white ball cricket. That's the reason we are sticking into him. And considering Puran's personal form, we are not expecting runs from him either. Moving on, this is going to be an interesting one. If Pollard is fit and if he's going to be back, please do choose him ahead of Chris Gayle, because it's a possibility that he might actually replace Chris Gayle, because it's been 2 continuous days which Gayle has played, and probably they might think of resting him. So Pollard may step in place of Gayle. If that happens, please do play Pollard in place of Chris Gayle. Finch, as I said, is the vice captain of this team. We're expecting him to score runs tomorrow. Evan Lewis was not in good form in the first match. He fell pretty early. He was rested for the second, and I'm suspecting that the rotation policy between the openers will continue. So probably you might say Simmons, getting a rest, and Fletcher and Lewis coming on to open. So we are bringing Lewis back into the team. Joshua Philippe is a very good talent, plays in the middle order, and the coach has high hopes on him. So that's the reason we have kept him in the team again.
Coming to the all-rounders, Dwayne Bravo, after his 40-odd innings, which he scored in the previous game, is back in the all-rounders category. He has been bowling pretty well as well. He's been bowling pretty well in the death and picking up wickets regularly. Now that he's back to form in the batting as well, he is a must. So we have picked him. Then Mitchell Marsh, if you see, he is in good form. He has been bowling as well. He has been picking 1 or 2 wickets every game, and he scored 2 back-to-back 50s. So we cannot leave him out. And Andre Russell has been back to batting form. He was bowling pretty well over the last 5-6 matches. He is now back to batting form as well. So we are going with him as the captain. Among the bowlers, we are going with Josh Hazlewood from Australia. He is in terrific form. In the first match, if you see, he bowled 4 overs for just 12 runs. But in the second game, he went for a few runs. But expect him to come good. Obed McCoy, he has been terrific throughout the last 6 or 7 T20Is, and expect him to come good. So we're picking him as well. And Hayden Walsh Jr. has been one of West Indies linchpins with the leg spinners, which is bowling and is picking up wickets in the middle overs. Nicholas Puran's form continues to be a worry for the West Indies. Now that he is captained in the last 2 matches, but he has done well as a captain. But he's not coming up the order. He's not batting himself up the order as well. He even sent Dwayne Bravo ahead.
It is pretty strange actually. They might think about giving chances to everybody so that everybody is in form by the time the World Cup comes. So probably they wanted to see how Bravo shapes up with the bat, considering that he's not batting above 8 or 9 in the previous matches. But if you were concerned about your own batting form, he's the primary wicketkeeper for West Indies in this format. So him coming into form will be even more important than Bravo's form. Bravo is always there for you as a bowler, as a death bowler. But Puran in the middle order is a very important cog in that lineup. So it's important that Puran gives himself time, and if he is in form, then West Indies will feel more confident walking into this T20 World Cup. So hopefully he can get in his opportunity. But currently we don't see him scoring runs. That's the reason we have dropped him.
Another thing is also the vice captain of the side, actually designated vice captain of the side. So it would be good that if he comes good. So that the leadership group, the Pollard and Puran can be in good form and lead the side better. So that would augur well for the West Indies side. So finally, to close this out, this game involves an element of financial risk. So play responsibly, and you have to be above 18 to play this game. The tips given by Water Player are purely personal opinion. Play responsibly. Stay safe, everyone.
Stay safe, guys.